Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Little Blue Fly. If this is your first time visiting, welcome, and I invite you to subscribe to my channel. It's as simple as pressing that subscribe button, tapping the bell, and making sure to select all to receive all of my future postings. So I'm gonna keep on doing this. We are doing great. I actually received over 1,600 likes in my last video, and that is huge. So big thank yous for all of you that are taking the time out to hit that like or dislike, but preferably like, right, button, or leaving comments before you leave the video. It's really helping. Numbers are growing up. We are gaining road, everyone, and I'm so excited. Okay, so today I will be sharing the illustrated works of Scott Gustafson. He's an American illustrator and he resides in Chicago, Illinois. The two reasons I love his work so much is, number one, because he keeps his illustrations so colorfully vivid in youthfulness. And number two, kindness and love is felt when you are viewing his works. Many of us know there are two true faces of the coin to nursery rhymes, right? And fairy tales. I personally only focus on the side of kindness. So that being said, let's begin, shall we? So this print here, actually, I will be sharing 3 of them with you today. This is Sweet Little Red Riding Hood. Just look at her innocent eyes, her sweet little rosy cheeks, and not quite sure what she has gotten herself into. But she is visibly feeling a little bit uncomfortable. I love the draperies, the canopy draperies. And now this is actually a signed and numbered lithograph down at the bottom. You can see the numbers and the signature. And it is Little Red Riding Hood by Scott Gustafson. I had this beauty just recently framed. I have been waiting to frame these prints for, oh goodness, a good 10 years. And it has finally happened. The matting is a black velour, and I actually, when seeing these 2 frames, well, they're 2, but many of you might think they're just 1. I fell in love with both of them. So I said, let's double up. I want to double frame this print. And I went to Hobby Lobby, and they just did beautiful work for me. So double frame, the black velour matting, the name tag down at the bottom, and I used gallery glass. I could not be more pleased with this print. Actually, I shouldn't say print. I should be saying lithograph. So, What is the moral of the story for me, for Little Red Riding Hood? And that is to be aware of the dangers in society and to always take care of yourself. And I think that this rings true always. We are to always take care of ourselves. And so when I look at this print, I just see, of course, all the richness in his illustrations and the quilt and the sweet little basket there on the side of all the goodies that Mother packed in. And I just remind myself to just always take caution in the things that I do. Next up, we have the Frog Prince. How charming is this? He just amazes me with all of his rich colors, the expressions. I mean, look at the frog couldn't be any more happier, right? And the princess, she just doesn't too much know what to think. And as we view around, we see many, this just has a very strong old world, the Renaissance feel to this. Again, there is the signature. It is signed, and I do have the number stamping on it. And again, this is called the Frog Prince. So the frog helped the princess to get back her favorite golden ball, and in return, he would be able to live with her and eat from her plate. So because she agreed upon this, he went down into the waters because she didn't think he was going to be able to get her golden ball. After all, he was just a little frog. So he went down into the water and surprised her with her golden ball, and then she had to follow up and allow him to stay with her and to eat from her plate, the Frog Prince. Well, when the frog showed up at her front door, she screamed and went and ran to her father because she did not want him to eat from her plate and stay with her. But Father told her she had to let him do this because it was her word, and your word is everything. So he stayed with her for 3 nights, ate from the plate, and one morning she woke up and there was the fine prince. That's right, the prince was there. The spell was broken because she allowed him to eat and sleep in her bed for 3 nights. So the moral of this story for me was honor your words and never, never judge a book by its cover. A wonderful illustration from Scott Gustafson. And this just, I absolutely love this one right here. This is Peter Pumpkin Eater. He is sitting there with his friends, probably having the best pumpkin pie ever. She is so happy to share her favorite recipe with Peter. And her husband, well, he is known for his famous gourd tea, as you can see. And off to the side, their pumpkin seeds have been gathered. And it's just filled with so many, this print is so magically wonderful. all of the oranges, the warm colors. She had a new awning, as you can see right here, placed up above her door on her home. It is signed and numbered. Again, 10 years these have been sitting around waiting to be framed, and they were in California, and I had no idea if they were going to be all right or not, but thankfully they were in perfect condition. Peter Pumpkin Eater by Scott Gustafson. All of them have the black velour matting and the double frame. And again, all of these were put together from by Hobby Lobby. And there are many, many more to come. So again, let's visit. What is the moral of the story? You know, we're all gonna have our own, right? And for me, for the story of Peter Pumpkin Eater is to always do good to others, no matter where you are or go in life. That it's so, so important. As you can see here, they look like they are going to be lifelong friends. Now I have more goodies to share. Now we're going on the whimsical side of things. And we're going to start off with this Mackenzie Childs fall mat. I actually purchased this from Shop HQ. It has a nice thick pile to it. And soon it will be placed out on my front porch, and I will be sharing all of the beautiful colors that fall has to offer out front. And Shop HQ, I've mentioned it a few times, I always try to go there because they have such a reasonable payment plan. And I believe this one is just like, I think it's just $14 a month. I mean, that's pretty reasonable, right? Okay, now another piece. I love this one. And this is actually going to be a DIY, not this video, but very, very soon. And I wanted to let you all know now, just in case you would like to go along with me and make one yourself. So this is, as you can see, a tweed pumpkin from Mackenzie Childs. I adore tweed, especially vintage tweed. And then they use some trim to go down the sides of the pumpkin. So what you will need is any pumpkin, some tweed, whether it be new tweed that you find online, or go to the secondhand stores and try to find those old tweed skirts or jackets. So I will be sharing with you how to place the tweed on the pumpkin and add the trim for the extra detailing. And then on top, well, I'm sure your pumpkin will already have a topper. If not, I can share some creative solutions for a pumpkin top. So soon we will be making tweed pumpkins. So again, that pumpkin was purchased from the barn sale, and this one was as well. I was drawn to the curly stem on this one, and I like the gold leaves on it as well. There's the stamping. I just purchased a few things from the barn sale this year, not too many. But as you can see, they're all just going to work wonderfully with one another. I'm going for a very strong Fairytale Whimsical feel this year. And here is another tweed pumpkin, the same pattern as the larger one. So have all your pumpkins ready, okay? Whether they be big, small, medium, whatever you want to use, and get a good glue that is going to adhere the fabric to your pumpkin. And find those tweeds, or even if you want to use a regular cotton type of material, or a burlap, or a wool. This year, I am looking to add in tweed pumpkins for my fall decorating. And here we have gorgeous beadwork. Mackenzie Childs. Through the barn sale, we have the black velour. I love the way it feels. With some nice piping going around the pillow. And there is the Mackenzie Childs marking. Always the zipper. I always make sure I have a zipper or a button closure or an envelope. And just look how they use the beads on a couple of these pumpkins to give them the polka dots. I thought that was so clever. And this is very time-consuming work, working with beads. So those are the few items that I purchased from the barn sale. And these beauties, just love the mums. Even though yesterday was such a warm and humid day, I was still able to find pleasure in looking at these beautiful mums. So I purchased a couple of them to come home with me. As you can see, many of them are still closed. I'm loving the wine color. So 2 of them, just 2, came home for now. And next we have this gourd. This and That. Yes, that is the name of the store. It's called This and That. They carry a love for Amish items, for sure. Many primitive things. And here is one that has not been decorated, but the colors are oh so fun on this gourd. $6.95 for the smaller one. The other one, I believe I paid $15 for this one because we have a little bit of decoration on it. And here we have some more. So the gourds bring in the naturals, so does the mums, and now the scrumptious sliced oranges. Just beautiful color. I love working with these. Now just smell. If only we had that smell-o-vision, because these are fabulous. A nice big tray of dried oranges. And the gourds look beautiful sitting right inside of the oranges. Next up, I'm going to share this copper clock. I actually purchased 5 of these, and I have something very fun that I will be sharing soon with these clocks. So I'm just displaying 3. I do have 5. And then I know I have shared this piece before. It is a vintage pillowcase that has gorgeous tatting all over it. There's the backing. But I'm going to share with you, now that I unpacked something from one of my boxes from California, I'm going to share with you how I use some of my smaller pillowcases or handkerchiefs or doilies for that matter. And that is with this lamp is so old, everyone. It's so old. I could almost say it's old as dirt. But anyways, I like to put my little handkerchiefs or pillowcases on top of the lamps, but make sure you have an LED light inside. Otherwise, it'll get way too hot and it can catch fire. So an LED light. They stay nice and cool, and the glow is beautiful. As you can see, I turned on the lamp to the left. I'm going to share one more item, and that is this primitive. I'm still looking at it, I'm sorry. The spinning wheel, and this was purchased from the Minuteman Mini Mall, and it's gonna go with a certain Scott Gustafson artwork that is being framed right now. Can you all guess which Fairytale has the spinning wheel? Leave your comments below.